And football teams continuing their stay in the FCS playoffs after defeating the Montana Grizzlies in their tournament opener. One thing that Bison head coach Matt Entz and the players I talked to this afternoon pointed out was that Code Green seems to be in full force. There have been question marks throughout the season for the Bison defense, but it certainly seems that all systems are now go for Code Green. The Bison had 5 sacks against Montana and a pair of interceptions as well, helping secure the victory and punch their ticket to the next round. Now they prepare for a bigger challenge with a high-powered Samford offense coming into town. We talked to a couple of the biggest contributors on Code Green about how they've seen the defensive unit come around this season.
It's been something that we've slowly been building towards, I think. I think this past weekend's game was the most it's shown up. Because we've talked about guys, we played, really good for a quarter and a half. We played really good for 3/4 of the game. Just haven't really been putting it all the way there. And we still haven't probably got that full 4 quarters in yet, but just we're on the right track right now.
I felt like we were good as a unit. All the way across the board, D-tags, D-ends, all making plays for us. Linebackers making interceptions, DBs making PBUs, making interceptions. Everybody's making plays, so you're excited about it.
The Bison and the Bulldogs meet in their quarterfinal matchup this Friday. We'll hear from the Bison defenders later this week on how they feel facing Samford's high-powered offense. The Bison women's basketball team looking to halt a losing skid, continuing their road trip against Northern Iowa. They're up 6-1 in the first quarter, and Heaven Hamling's going to add to that. A wide-open 3 gives North Dakota State an 8-point lead. It's a 5-point game later in the quarter. Elle Evans firing a jumper from just outside the key. This one touches every part of the rim before it falls in. Bison lead 11-4. Moving near the end of the opening frame now, Emily Banky drives inside, runs into the foul, but still hits the shot. She converts the old-fashioned 3-point play to make this a 14-9 game. Just under 2 minutes left in the first now. Taylor Brown unloads a long shot and the bank is open. Brown hits the 3 off the backboard. The Bison lead 19-15 after the first quarter. But the rest of this game will belong to Northern Iowa. The Panthers outscoring the Bison 32-11 in the second quarter and carrying the momentum through the rest of the game. They stay on the road for their next contest, looking to get things back on track against Green Bay. And in other Summit League news, the UND men falling to Idaho on the road in another non-conference battle. They return home on Saturday to host Seattle. Let's go now to the NAIA Volleyball National Championship. Our Jamestown Jimmies in a battle with Corbin. We're tied at 6 in the 5th set, but that won't last long. West Fargo's own Callie Hagerly hits it right down the line, give the advantage to Jamestown. They keep that momentum going too. The back row hit runs right into the hands of a pair of Jimmy blockers. Jamestown wins the race to 8 points as we head into a timeout. It's a 1-point game here again. Anna Holen set up on the outside, and she drives this one right into the feet of the back row defender. It is match point now for Jamestown. Corbin keeps their title hopes alive for one more serve, but now it's time for Jamestown to finish it off. Hagerly and Darian Johnson meet this one right at the net. The block seals the deal. Let the celebration commence. Jamestown wins the 5th set 15-13, rallying back from a 2-1 deficit and securing their first national title in the process.